Forrest Gump, the acclaimed 1994 film directed by Robert Zemeckis, features Tom Hanks in an unforgettable role as the eponymous Forrest, a man with a low IQ but a heart full of gold. The movie is a journey through several decades of American history, as seen and unwittingly influenced by Forrest. The film begins with Forrest, Tom Hanks, sitting at a bus stop in Savannah, Georgia, starting to tell his life story to the people who sit next to him while waiting for his bus. He opens a box of chocolates and famously says, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get." Forrest narrates his childhood in the 1950s in Greenbow, Alabama. Born with a curved spine, he is forced to wear leg braces. He's often bullied because of his condition and low IQ, but one day, a girl named Jenny, Robin Wright, befriends him, urging him to run, Forrest, run when bullies chase him. This advice leads to him miraculously breaking free of his braces and discovering his ability to run very fast, which defines many of his future accomplishments. Forrest earns a football scholarship to the University of Alabama due to his running ability, graduates, and enlists in the Army, where he meets Bubba, Mykelti Williamson, who talks incessantly about different ways to cook shrimp. Bubba hopes to go into the shrimping business after the war, and asks Forrest to become his partner. While in Vietnam, Forrest saves many of his platoon, including his commanding officer, Lieutenant Dan, Gary Sinise, during an enemy attack, but Bubba is killed. Forrest is awarded the Medal of Honor for his heroism. While recovering from a gunshot wound, Forrest develops a talent for ping pong, and later becomes a celebrity, even playing ping pong diplomacy in China. After the war, Forrest fulfills his promise to Bubba by buying a shrimping boat. Initially unsuccessful, they begin catching large amounts of shrimp after most other shrimping boats are destroyed in Hurricane Carmen, making Forrest a millionaire. Lieutenant Dan invests the shrimp business profit in shares of Apple Computer, and they become wealthier. Throughout his life, Forrest's thoughts often turn to Jenny, who drifts in and out of his life. Jenny, having led a troubled and self-destructive life, eventually comes to live with Forrest. They share a night of passion, but Jenny leaves him once again. Forrest then decides to run across America over 3 years, becoming famous again. Eventually, he returns home to hear the news that his mother, Sally Field, is dying. Her death leaves him alone. One day, Jenny visits Forrest and introduces him to their son, Forrest Jr., Haley Joel Osment. She tells Forrest that she's sick with an unknown virus, implied to be HIV/AIDS, and the three move back to Greenbow. Jenny and Forrest get married, but she dies a year later. The film ends in the present, 1982, with Forrest waiting for his son's school bus. He gives Forrest Jr. a letter from Jenny's grave, and Forrest Jr. gets on the bus. The movie ends with a feather blowing in the wind, just like it started. Forrest Gump is an emotional and moving film about an innocent man who finds himself at the center of key historical events, remaining honest and true to his positive nature and deep love for the woman he cares for most. It's a story about life, love, friendship, and how even the most ordinary life can be extraordinary. If you love diving deep into the world of cinema as much as we do here at Film Fever, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to keep the movie magic coming. Stay tuned and keep the Film Fever burning.